Good morning, students. Welcome back to English class. Now we will start the third part of the Indigo. We have completed two videos of Indigo. Now I am going to start with a new paragraph. Here I am going to read the paragraph and I'll explain the each paragraph. Okay. So here starts. During his long stay in Champaran, Gandhi kept a long distance watch on the ashram. He sent regular instructions by mail and asked for financial accounts. Once he wrote to the residents that it was time to fill in the old latrine trenches and dig new ones, otherwise the old ones would begin to smell bad. The Champaran episode was a turning point in Gandhi's life. What I did, he explained, was a very ordinary thing. I declared that the British could not order me about in my own country. So your instructions your means orders or commands. Residents means locals. In this paragraph, it explains this way that while Gandhiji was in Champaran, he kept a long distance vigil on the ashram. He used to send letters of orders regarding financial matters. Once he wrote to the locals that it was the time to dig new latrines as the old ones had started giving foul smell. The Champaran incident changed Gandhi's life. He said that he had done a regular thing and he had put his point across that the British could not order him in his own country. In the next paragraph, I'm going to read actually, this would be the last second paragraph. But Champaran did not begin as an act of defiance. It grew out of an attempt to alleviate the distress of large numbers of poor peasants. This was the typical Gandhi pattern. His politics were intertwined with the practical, day-to-day problems of the millions. Was not a loyalty to abstractions. It was a loyalty to living human beings. In everything Gandhi did, moreover, he tried to mold a new free Indian who could stand on his own feet and thus make India free. So defiance means opposition. Elevate means what? Uplift. Distress means what? Torture. Intertwined means twisted or knitted. Abstractions means something which exists only as an idea. In this paragraph, it says that Champaran Satyagraha was not an act of opposition. It was an attempt to help out the poor and tortured peasants. This was Gandhi's way to solve issues. His political was knitted up with everyday problems faced by the millions of people. He did not aim at the fulfillment of ideas. Rather, he was concerned for the people. The basic idea was to serve humanity and make a free Indian who could stand for his rights. I'm going to read the last second paragraph now. Early in the Champaran action, Charles Freer Andrews, the English pacifist had become a devoted follower of the Mahatma, came to bid Gandhi farewell before going on a tour of duty to the Fiji Islands. Gandhi's lawyer friends thought it would be a good idea for Andrews to stay in Champaran and help them. Andrews was willing if Gandhi agreed, but Gandhi was vehemently opposed. He said, "You think that in this unequal fight it would be helpful if we have an Englishman on our side. This shows the weakness of your heart. The cause is just and you must rely upon yourself to win the battle. You should not seek a prop in Mr. Andrews because he happens to be an Englishman." He had read our minds correctly, Rajendra Prasad comments. And we had no reply. Gandhi in this way taught us a lesson in self-reliance, Indian independence, and to help sharecroppers were all bound together. Pacifist means what? Peacemaker. Vehemently means what? In a intense manner. Self-reliance means what? Self-sufficiency or self-support. Prop means what here? Support. Here, what happened? Charles Rear Andrews, who was a peacemaker or pacifist, visited Gandhi before going on a tour of duty to the Fiji Islands. Gandhi's lawyer wanted Andrews to stay at the ashram and help them, but Gandhi refused. He said that they did not need the help of Britishers as it showed the lack of trust in their own abilities. He asked them not to seek any help from Mr. Andrews as he was an Englishman. Rajendra Prasad later on stated that Gandhi had read their thoughts and his reply served as a result of self-sufficiency for them. Being self-dependent, free, and helping the peasants, all these acts of Gandhi were interconnected. So this was the summary of. I have explained you the each paragraph. This was the summary of this lesson. Now we will go through the question answers which is given in the textbook. The first question it is given here. Why do you think Gandhi considered the Champaran episode to be turning point in his life? You can write the answer in this way. Champaran event had solved various problems faced by the poor peasants. They were relieved from the torture and they had to face at the hand of the landlords. Those of thousands supported him. This was considered as a turning point in the life of Gandhi. He once said that what he did was an ordinary thing as he did not want the Britishers to order him in his own country. Second question goes here. How was Gandhi able to influence lawyers? Give instances. Instances means what? You have to give the examples. Which are the incidents happened, which we can give the example that Gandhi able to influence lawyers. You can write the answer in this way. Gandhi asked the lawyers about their course of action if he was sentenced to jail. They answered that they would return back. He then asked them about the plight of the peasants. This made them realize their duty towards the social issue and decided to go to jail with Gandhi. Now, the third question. What was the attitude of the average Indian in smaller localities towards advocates of home rule? You can write the answer in this way. I'm just giving the brief answers, but you have to elaborate the answers while writing the question answers. You have to give the introduction, then the answer to the question, then you have to give the last paragraph, you have to give the conclusion of the question. So I'm giving only just giving the brief answers of these questions. The average Indian, the question I read it once again, I repeat the question. What was the attitude of the average Indian in smaller localities towards advocates of home rule? You can write the answer in this way. Average Indians in smaller localities did not support the advocates of home rule as they feared to go against the British government. For Gandhi, it was surprising that Professor Malkhani allowed him to stay at his home even though he was a government teacher. Now the next question, fourth question. How do we know that ordinary people too contributed to the freedom movement? You can write the answer in this way. Ordinary people too contributed to the freedom movement. This can be justified by the following events. First one, a large number of students accompanied Professor J.B. Kripalani to welcome Gandhi at Muzaffarpur railway station. Second, peasants also came to see him either on foot or by conveyance. And third point, a large number of people gathered to demonstrate around the courtroom. By this, we can say that ordinary people too contributed to the freedom movement. Now, I will recap once again the summary of this lesson. Then you will able to understand it thoroughly of this lesson. Okay. So I'm going to read out the question answers. So the summary of this lesson. So Indico summary is going to assist the students in learning about the chapter in a summarized version. The Indigo is about how Mahatma Gandhi struggled for the underprivileged peasants of Champaran. They were the sharecroppers with the British planters. The peasants used to live in a wretched life and were under an agreement to grow indigo. Indigo is a plant obtained. It's a plant obtained. What from that plant you can get the blue dye or blue color. So indigo is a plant which we can obtain what blue color. So in this, the peasants used to live in a wretched life and were under an agreement to grow indigo. As Bihar has the landlord system back then, it wasn't their condition. Thus, Gandhi decided to fight against injustice. He waged a war which lasted for a year to tackle the discrimination and got justice for the peasants. After that, it helped the peasants become courageous and aware of their fundamental rights. Moreover, Gandhi did not just work to tackle political or economical issues, but also he took up social issues. He worked to provide them with education, health, hygiene, and taught them self confidence. This story is set in 1916 where Gandhi set up to help a bunch of poor peasants from Champaran. It gives an account of how he struggled to bring them injustice and equality. Thus, it begins with the most arable land of Champaran that divides into a large estate. The owners of the estates are Englishmen and the workers are Indian tenants. We learned that chief workers we learned that the chief commercial crop on this land is what indigo. Moreover, we also learned see that the landlords compel all the tenants to plant 15% of their indigo and submit the whole harvest in the form of rent. The tenants are under a long term agreement to do so. However, Germany starts developing a synthetic indigo, thus, the British did not require the indigo crop anymore. Thus, in order to release the poor peasants from their agreement of the 15%, they start demanding compensation. While some of the uneducated peasants agreed on this and the other did not agree. Thus, we notice that one of the sharecroppers, Rajkumar Shukla, arranges for a meeting with Gandhi. He meets him for the same issues and insists Gandhi to visit the place to end up the long-standing injustice. Gandhi agrees and boards a train to Patna in Bihar. After that, Ramkumar Shukla helps Gandhi visit the house of Rajendra Prasad, a lawyer. As Gandhi, he was a lawyer then and after that he became president of India. As Gandhi dresses simply, the servants thought of him to be poor peasant. Thus, Gandhi planned before trying to get the peasants any justice. It is because the British government are punishing anyone who is keeping national leaders or protesters. Thus, when Gandhi arrived in the place, the news of his arrival and mission spread across the town like wildfire. This resulted in a lot of lawyers and peasant group pouring in a large numbers in his support. Consequently, the lawyers did accept that the charges are quite high and too unreasonable for a poor peasant. However, Gandhi was criticizing them for collecting huge fees from the sharecroppers. He was emphasizing on counseling as this will provide the peasant with confidence to fight their fear. Thus, he managed to get injustice after a year-long fight for the peasants. He also arranged for the education, health, and hygiene, and for the families of the poor peasants. Finally, he teaches them a lesson of self-sufficiency and self-confidence. we can, the conclusion of this Indigo is that we can, when we sum up Indigo summary, we learn how Gandhi did not merely help in freeing India, but was also working for the betterment of his countrymen for the very from the very start. Now we will see the theme of this lesson, Indigo. The main theme of the chapter Indigo by Louis Fisher is how effective leadership can overcome any problem as shown by Mahatma Gandhi in securing justice for the oppressed in Chambran through convincing arguments and negotiation. Indigo is an excerpt from Louis Fisher's book, The Life of Mahatma. The message conveyed by the story is that it is not impossible to conquer and win over the powerful. If the people get together, it is not impossible to conquer and win over the powerful. If the people get together and fight against injustice, no power in the world can stop them from achieving what they desire. Now the terms of the Indigo contract between the British and the peasants were, what was the contract between the British and the Indigo contract, that where the peasants were the sharecroppers of sharecropper tenants and had to plant 50%, 15% of the land holding with Indigo and surrendered the entire Indigo harvest to the British landlords as rent. So, what is the main message is going to give by this lesson to the readers, that the main theme of this chapter, Indigo by Louis Fisher, is how effective is the leadership can overcome any problem as shown by Mahatma Gandhi in securing justice for the oppressed in Chambran through convincing arguments and negotiation. When we talk about the how the Chambran episode was the turning point, you the in this chapter we saw that the Chambran episode began as an attempt to elevate the distress of poor peasants. Ultimately, it proved to be turning point in Gandhiji's life because it was the loud proclamations that made the British realize that Gandhi would not be ordered in his own country. What was the main problem of sharecroppers in Champaran? If there was the what was the main problems of sharecroppers in Champaran? We have seen that the tenants were forced and compelled to plant 15% of their holding with Indigo. This has been a long-term contract between the British and the farmers. The sharecroppers, on the other hand, had to hand over the entire indigo harvest as rent to the British. So this was the, we have discussed all the summary of these lessons, and I have explained you the each paragraph of this lesson and discussed the question answers and theme and the conclusion of this lesson. Now please read the lesson thoroughly and write the question answers of this lesson in the notebook, and keep reading, keep practicing until next new lessons. Goodbye.